is the African News Update on top accolade news. Her headlines: Zimbabwe's Zanu pushes for constitutional amendments. Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger introduce new AES passports. Trump threatens to cut US funding to South Africa. Egypt outlines Gaza reconstruction plan. In politics, Zimbabwe's Zanu pushes for constitutional amendment. Zanu has announced plans to extend President Emerson Mnangagwa's term in office until 2030 without holding a public referendum, despite constitutional provisions limiting the president to 2 5-year terms. Party officials argue that a constitutional amendment allowing the postponement of elections would not violate the term limit rule, as Mnangagwa's second term would not be considered a full term if delayed. The move, which follows a resolution adopted at ZANU-PF's annual National People's Conference, has drawn sharp criticism from civil society and opposition leaders who accuse the party of trying to circumvent the 2013 constitution, which limits presidential terms. Despite Mnangagwa's public stance against overstaying in power, his allies within the party continue to push for its extension, further fueling political tension. Still in politics, Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger introduced new AES passports. Burkina Faso's captain, Ibrahim Traoré, became the first person to receive the newly introduced AES passport, just days after Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger officially exited ECOWAS. The new travel document is seen as a symbol of unity and self-determination for the three countries. While many locals are hopeful that the AES passport will help combat misinformation and simplify travel, there are concerns about potential high custom fees and its impact on relations with ECOWAS nations. Despite the challenges, many view the passport as a step towards economic cooperation and regional integration. ECOWAS has expressed a willingness to continue dialogue with the AES countries, indicating that the path forward remains complex. Shifting focus to economy, Trump threatens to cut US funding to South Africa. US President Donald Trump has vowed to cut all future funding to South Africa over allegation that the country is seizing land without compensation and mistreating certain groups. This comes after South African President Cyril Ramaphosa signed a bill into law allowing land expropriation under specific conditions, a move tied to ongoing land reform efforts to address the legacy of apartheid. While Ramaphosa denied the claims, emphasizing that the law ensures equitable access to land in line with the Constitution, Trump, alongside advisor Elon Musk, has criticized the policy as harmful. Critics are concerned about potential economic fallout, drawing comparison to Zimbabwe's failed land reform efforts. The US allocates billions in aid to South Africa, but with Trump's threats, the situation remains tense. In international relations, Egypt outlines Gaza reconstruction plan. Egypt's Foreign Minister Bade Abdulati announced on Sunday that Egypt has a clear plan to reconstruct Gaza without displacing Palestinians from their land, emphasizing that the country's vision remains firmly against any proposal to deport Palestinians. Abdulati's remark came during a joint press conference in Cairo, where he reaffirmed Egypt's commitment to supporting Palestinian rights and achieving a two-state solution. As part of efforts to support Gaza's recovery, Egypt is willing to host a reconstruction conference, marking a crucial step in resolving the long-standing conflict. You are watching the African News Update on Top Accolade News. Do stay with us. Still to come. Thanks for staying with us. In health, Uganda prepares to deploy trial vaccine amid Ebola outbreak in Kampala. Uganda is set to deploy a trial vaccine to combat an Ebola outbreak in the capital, Kampala, following the death of a nurse from the Sudan strain of the virus. Health officials are preparing to administer over 2,000 doses of the experimental vaccine, which is still undergoing clinical trials for safety and efficacy. The World Health Organization has provided support, including access to the vaccine, and teams are working to trace contacts in the city, which has a population of 4 million. The outbreak follows a series of viral hemorrhagic fever in the region. Uganda's quick response aimed to contain the spread of this deadly disease. Moving to conflict. Paris protest demands action to end violence in eastern DRC. In a powerful demonstration of solidarity, nearly 1,500 protesters marched through Paris this weekend to demand an end to the violence in the Democratic Republic of Congo's eastern region. The protest called for international intervention and accountability for those fueling the ongoing conflict. Waving Congolese flags and holding signs reading "Stop the War" and "Justice for the DRC," protesters voiced their frustration over the lack of global action in response to decades of violence. Demonstrators urged world power to impose sanctions and take stronger action, with many expressing anger at the perceived inaction of the international community, particularly regarding the role of Rwanda's government. Moving to entertainment. TikTok star Khaby Lame appointed UNICEF Goodwill Ambassador. Khaby Lame, the world's most followed TikTok personality, has been appointed as a UNICEF Goodwill Ambassador. The 24-year-old, born in Senegal and known for his silent yet humorous reaction to everyday situations, used his platform to address Senegal's youth during his visit to the country. Lame, who gained fame after losing his factory job during the pandemic, shared his message of hope and perseverance with young people, urging them to dream big despite the challenges they face. Reflecting on his own journey from Senegal to Italy, he emphasized the importance of opportunity and shared his commitment to working with UNICEF to address global issues affecting children. Now in sports, DR Congo urges top football club to end Visit Rwanda sponsorship. The Democratic Republic of Congo is calling on major football clubs like Arsenal and Bayern Munich to terminate their sponsorship deals with Visit Rwanda, accusing the partnership of contributing to a blood-stained reputation. The appeal follows escalating violence in eastern DR Congo, where M23 rebels have seized the city of Goma, displacing hundreds of thousands. DR Congo's foreign minister has written to the clubs, questioning the morality of these deals amid allegations that Rwanda's involvement in the conflict is tied to illicit mineral mining. While the Rwandan government denies the accusations, critics argue that the sponsorships are a form of sport washing to improve Rwanda's global image. That concludes our African news update for today. Stay tuned for more African news and development. Thanks for joining us. I am Ojorumi Okocha. Connect and engage with us on all our social media handles. Do have a wonderful day.